Let us take a look at a fetch simulation. Now firstly over here we have considered a seesaw. This seesaw has been fixed at a particular axis and this fixed point is known as P, let's say. So about this fixed point the seesaw is able to turn. Now in order to know the length of the seesaw I will place a ruler. So this ruler shows us that from the center on either side the seesaw is 2 meters in length. So on the right side it is 2 meters and on the left side it is 2 meters. So now let's say I bring a person and I place her at one end of the seesaw. Now obviously when I have placed her at that end, there will be a certain amount of force which she exerts because of the weight in the downward direction. Now over here the weight is 30 kgs as you can see. Now in order to balance the seesaw, another person will have to be sitting on the other end of the seesaw. Now as you can see, this person is exerting a torque in the clockwise direction. So in order to balance this, there has to be a torque in the anti-clockwise direction. So in order to balance the seesaw, I bring another person and I make her sit at the other end of the seesaw. And now as you can see, both the torques clockwise as well as anti-clockwise has been balanced and thus the seesaw is completely balanced. Both the persons weighing 30 kgs, that is having a mass of 30 kgs, are placed at 2 meters from the center of the seesaw and thus the seesaw is completely balanced. Now let us analyze mathematically what was going on. Firstly, we had a seesaw fixed at this particular point. So in the beginning, the person weighing 30 kgs was seated at the right hand side of the seesaw. Let's say this person is A. Now as you can see, this person has a certain mass. So if this person has a mass of 30 kgs, this person will be exerting a force which will be the weight in the downward direction. That weight is equal to 300 Newton. That is 30 into acceleration due to gravity, which is 10, is equal to 300 Newton. So I can say that the weight exerted by person A is equal to 300 Newton. Now it has been given to us that this person is sitting 2 meters from the center of the seesaw. So torque exerted by person A will be equal to force into the perpendicular distance from the center. So the perpendicular distance is given as 2 meters. Thus force we found out as 300 newtons and perpendicular distance is 2 meters. Thus the torque will be equal to 600 Newton meter. So this 600 Newton meter torque is being applied in the clockwise direction. So in order to balance this torque that is being applied in the clockwise direction, there has to be another torque in the anti-clockwise direction and only then will the seesaw be balanced. Thus, we have another person weighing 30 kgs whose weight is 30 into 10 equals 300 Newton multiplied by 2, that is the distance from the center at which person B is sitting. That gives me a torque of 600 Newton meters. Now since this person is sitting on the left hand side of the seesaw, the torque being exerted is in the anti-clockwise direction. The torque being exerted by this person is in the clockwise direction. Both the torques are equal to 600 Newton meter and 600 Newton meter. Thus, the torque on seesaw due to A is equal in magnitude by the torque on seesaw due to B, but opposite in direction. Thus, the torques cancel each other. Now let us consider a different scenario. Over here, I will consider the seesaw again, and I will consider two different people instead of the same people. So again, I have placed the ruler and I see that the total length of the seesaw is 4 meters. 0 to 2 meters on the right hand side and 2 meters on the left hand side. So I bring this person weighing 30 kgs and I have placed her at that point, at the end. Now, instead of bringing another person of 30 kgs, what I do is I bring in a person of 60 kgs and I place her at this end of the seesaw. Now, in the previous case, we had found that when the same person weighing 30 kgs was brought in, the seesaw was balanced. But in this case, as you can see clearly, the seesaw is not balanced. Even if I take this person and place her at this point, again I will find that the seesaw is not balanced. If I place her at this point, again the seesaw is not balanced. So is there any way in which we can balance the seesaw, keeping the person of 30 kgs on the right hand side and the 60 kg on the left hand side? Let us find out. So over here we have considered the same scenario. We have considered a person weighing 30 kgs and another person weighing 60 kgs. So initially we considered what? That person A sits on the right hand side of the seesaw at a distance of 2 meters from the center of the seesaw. So over here we have person A sitting on the right hand side at a distance of 2 meters. Now this person will be exerting a force of 30 into 10 equals 300 Newton. So 300 Newton multiplied by 2 meters will give me the torque in the clockwise direction. Now in order to balance the clockwise direction torque, an anti-clockwise direction torque will have to be applied. So in order to balance, B must exert a torque of 600 Newton meters exactly in the opposite or the anti-clockwise direction. Now we have seen that B is heavier. So if B sits on the left hand side of the seesaw, that person would exert a torque in the anti-clockwise direction. But since B is heavier, do you think he can sit at 2 meters from the center of the seesaw? Let us find out. So we know that mass of B is equal to 60 kgs. Thus the weight of B will be equal to 60 into 10, 600 newtons. So at any point, whichever point B sits at, there will be a downward force of 600 Newton. And till now we don't know where B has to sit in order to balance the seesaw. So now let us say that B sits at a distance of d meters from the axis of rotation, that is this axis. So from the point of rotation P, let's say B sits at any distance d. So we know that the weight of B, that is the downward force, is equal to 600 Newton, and we have considered that B is sitting at a distance d. So how can we find out the torque that is being exerted by B? The torque being exerted by B will be nothing but 600 Newton, that is the force, multiplied by d. So 600 d Newton meter is the torque in the anti-clockwise direction in order to balance the clockwise torque. Now we have a clockwise torque and an anti-clockwise torque. They are oppositely directed. Now the other condition remaining in order to balance the seesaw is that these two torques should be equal. Or in other words, the torque on seesaw due to A should be equal to torque on seesaw due to B. Thus, in order to balance, B sits at some point on the left hand side. So the clockwise torque due to A, which is 600 Newton meter, will be equal to anti-clockwise torque due to B, that is 600 d Newton meter. Now I simply rearrange this equation and I get d is equal to 600 divided by 600, which is equal to 1 meter. So when B sits at a distance of 1 meter from the point of rotation, we will find that the seesaw gets balanced as I'm about to show you. So over here we found that the person sitting at the end of the seesaw was unable to balance the seesaw. Now as I found out in the sum, let's place the person weighing 60 kgs at a distance of 1 meter from the center of the seesaw. So when I do that, notice what happens. The seesaw gets perfectly balanced, and as you can see, the seesaw is now horizontal as it was before. So it is indeed possible to balance the seesaw by two persons of different masses, provided the torque is applied in such a way so that both these torques cancel one another out. Thus we demonstrated the same. So now let us consider what happens when multiple people are sitting on a seesaw. Over here we have A, B, C and D sitting at different distances from the center of the seesaw. A sits at a distance d1, B sits at a distance d2, C sits at a distance d3 and D sits at a distance d4. Now the question is, when will the seesaw be in a state of equilibrium? Or in other words, with all four persons sitting at different distances on the seesaw, under what condition will the seesaw remain completely horizontal or in a state of equilibrium? Let us find out. Now when four different persons are sitting on the seesaw, all four of them will be exerting a downward force because all four of them have a certain amount of weight. So let's say the downward force exerted by A is F1, by B is F2, by C is F3 and by D is F4. So all the boys will exert a force on the seesaw and P is the axis of rotation into the plane of the board. So all the boys will be exerting a torque on the seesaw as well. So by the given distances and forces, let us find out what the torque is that they are exerting. As you can see over here, A and C will be exerting a torque in the anti-clockwise direction and B and D will be exerting a torque in the clockwise direction. So the moment of force due to A and C is in the anti-clockwise and the moment of force due to B and D is in the clockwise direction. Now in order to cancel out, the first condition has been satisfied, that they are in opposite directions. What is the next condition to be satisfied? That the magnitude of moment of force by A and C should be equal to magnitude of moment of force by B and D. Thus, for the seesaw to be in a state of equilibrium, F1 into D1 plus F3 into D3, that is the anti-clockwise torque, should be equal to F2 into D2 plus F4 into D4, that is the clockwise torque. So F1 into D1 plus F3 into D3 should be equal to F2 into D2 plus F4 into D4. That is nothing but the sum of moment of forces in the clockwise direction should be equal to sum of moment of forces in the anti-clockwise direction. Thus, as you can see, when the body is in equilibrium or for the body to be in equilibrium, sum of torque in anti-clockwise direction, that is F1 D1 plus F3 D3, should be equal to sum of torque in clockwise direction, that is F2 D2 plus F4 D4. And this is true for any number of bodies. As long as the sum of torque in clockwise and anti-clockwise direction remains the same, the body will be in equilibrium. And this principle is known as the principle of moments.